Hello, friends, and welcome to a time of adventure, dice, and escaping the trials of the real world brings us. I'm here to make you feel things through imaginary characters and math rocks. All joking aside, this is first and foremost a safe place. Here we will all bear some part of our souls for the others to see, so things may get raw from time to time. What matters is that we all know and are willing to pump the brakes when the situation calls for it, though hopefully it isn't necessary. This tale we're about to tell dances along the lines of grimdark and the hero's journey. Adversaries may not be exactly as they seem, but not everything needs to end in a fight if you are resourceful. The world I bring you is cruel, but in the end, I care more about the person on the other side of these screens more than the 20s and the ones on the screen. I'm not a perfect DM, such a thing does not exist. I will make mistakes as surely as you will. If something doesn't seem right, we take a moment and we see how we can fix that wrong. I love you guys, and let's do some roleplay.
Hell yeah.
We're not gonna play D&D. Oh, normally Michael says, let's play some D&D, but this time he said, let's do some roleplay.
Well, we
Nice.
are down one Karuki tonight. And since you are in the midst of downtime, it's more proper that since we had a different start date that we don't progress a plot point.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
I agree.
I was gonna come back and we're like, yeah, we're in the Arctic now.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were going to the desert place. No, we progressed the plot. But where? I think we should come back and pretend like we're in media. Have Cal come back and we can pretend we're in media res to fuck off.
We're fighting a god at the moment, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very good.
We should not do that because Mike would come up with a boss to destroy us.
Yeah, probably.
But it's not gonna be real, you know. It's all gonna be an illusion, a dream.
Okay, who wants to do the RP first though?
Okay, what happened? Let's see. That's for the other campaign. Yeah. No, it's for the other one.
It was gonna be Shanty and Cog.
Yeah.
Not Cog. No, we should do Shanty
Fine.
and Cog though.
We
That'd be
should.
fun.
Cog wouldn't know what to do with them.
Little cry. That's fair.
Yeah, that'd be good catch up.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Tell me about it. Oh yeah, yes. I made Sophia cry.
You made Sophia cry by being homosexual.
No, you said again, so I figured there was another. Sophia's just. Anyway. Sophia. She was sad. And then he. She did. I wish I could not be for you, but.
Cog said, nice tits, dude, but they're nice for someone else.
Yeah. Yeah. She is. Correct. When Sophia started making moves on Cog, Cog's like, Sophia? And she's like, oh, would you like to take the lead? And he's like, where are we going? Take the lead where? Yes! Mariana's Trench bottom.
Well, that's pretty deep.
It's pretty deep!
This boy can eat so many submarines. Doug decided I could feel emotional about things. Or I could just throw it all into studying and making very incremental amounts of progress on whatever the hell we're doing.
Yeah, all right.
And also
Fucking knowledge, being my traumas.
And also an ill-advised soul contract, but we don't need to. We don't need to talk about that part.
That's fine. It's become actually slightly a better idea than it was
okay, really?
initially.
This is true. I'm just worried about the implications. It's a much more tightly bound arrangement.
Doug's like, I don't think I need to survive the implications anyways. I think the main thing though is that Bielsa, from what I can tell, is kind of on the same page of like, hey, we need to get to the bottom of this. So it's a lot more like working together than it is I am asking you for something.
Yeah. It feels more like a partnership from Doug's eyes.
Yeah. He would have done it regardless. He's not smart. Mm-hmm. Hey, what's Mistral been doing?
God. I don't know if I would describe it as brooding, though. I think meditating on what has happened more so than, like... I don't know, maybe we have different definitions for brooding. Yeah.
Meditating's supposed to be head empty.
I suppose. I mean, you can like meditate on something and sort of like...
A ruminate and a meditate are different things.
I feel like a ruminate is an unfocused version. And a meditate is like a practice guided...
No. Valid argument. Valid argument.
No, I see what you mean by guided, though. All right. I think we wanted to do a Doug Mistral scene. I don't remember exactly what we wanted to do beyond just talking.
Mistral wanted to ask Doug some questions about like everything that happened, and like Doug's perspective on it.
Okay.
But I feel like
you gonna dig Doug?
I'm gonna dig Doug. I also feel like I don't want to go first though, because I'm like very much not in it yet. And
That's fine.
All right, Gabe, what you got?
Okay. That could be good. I think that's fine, yeah.
Okay. Doug's just been in the library, except for the times where he does sleep for probably not enough time.
Okay.
Okay.
How is Sophia doing the next morning? That's good. Okay. Right. Yeah. I think that's good. That's good. Okay. He won't accept an apology. He won't.
Unforgivable.
Ever. He'd just be like, nonsense. Yeah. He is gonna keep an eye on her, and she might notice, but he's gonna be like, kind of more watchful, like careful of her emotions. Yeah. Doctor, I'm so sorry. It just sounds goofy.
Yeah, that is the
Okay.
point.
Yeah, it's fair. Yes, it should be interesting to have another person look it over, as it were. He has experience in different areas, so yes, why not? Yeah, he'll take it. Are they elbow and elbow like they were yesterday? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I need to... I haven't taken it. Okay. There he is! This is my boy. He's next to you. Huh. Okay, yeah.
As they walk in, they see a desk just covered in fucking books and paper, and there's like a chalkboard with like all kinds of like scribbling. Some of the text is so small, you're like, is it ill-advised to use chalk for this? Okay.
What?
He hears you approach, he works up, and he's just like, oh, well, aren't you a pair?
No, we're no.
Man, just rubbing it in.
No, you came in together.
Oh. We are... Yes. A pair of academics,
Okay.
shall we say.
And, okay, little...
The medicinal arts. I suppose.
Medicine.
Medicine. Yes, medicine. Of course.
Doug kind of gives them both a glance and then unrolls it. It's just like, what is this? Oh, he guessed what it's about, but it's like, this is for the prosthetic.
Yes.
I hadn't intervened in that because I assumed you had it covered, and I'm glad to see you have. He's kind of looking through it. Do I need to roll anything to understand this?
Well, why don't you just give me just a base intelligence check?
Okay.
While he's doing that, I want to cast a look around and see what the hell he's been studying all the last 3 days.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Alright. Ooh. He does. Yeah.
Alright, I'll
If
let
it
Fab
gotta
attempt
pop
to.
mine.
Okay.
There's mine. Okay.
Okay.
2 big brains over here. So Doug's been looking into... What the fuck was he looking into? He's been looking into, I think, because he kind of gleaned that it wasn't, like, a demon influence. So he's kind of looking into like the stuff around before the demons and the gods, the demon lords and the gods kind of separated.
Like history?
Yeah, it's a little bit of history, a little bit of... The other thing he knows or suspects from the connection of like their first adventure is that it does have to do with necromancy. But there's like some other magics mixed in there. And there's some stuff he recently regained memory that I think that he's having Kane investigate as well. And I'm also possibly forgetting things because it has been a week. If
He has plot amnesia?
He had for a while, it's gone now.
Okay.
That was part of the fun deal.
Okay.
And I think it's also just like undead in general because it was a zombie situation that happened.
Okay.
It's not his first zombie plague. And there was cults in the frontiers was the other thing.
Okay.
What is he learning about your arm?
What is he learning?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think we would want to have him check it over for functionality, give any advice, any hints. So
yeah,
Sophia handled the like mechanical aspects of it, and Cog handled like some anatomical aspects, like how it would fit onto her arm, like how to balance the weight and stuff. And it's really... Sorry, go ahead. It's really beautifully done. They worked very hard on the drawing and on all of the text.
Yeah. Doug's... Yeah. Yeah. Well, Doug speaks. Let's see, Infernal and Elvish and Orc. Yeah. Have it... Wait, I might honestly just have the fucking language. Not the invocation. I was trying to see if I had just the language one, which I apparently don't.
Upper hand languages.
Oh yes, I do. I was looking at my second level spells. Yeah,
Okay.
I think maybe he casts that. He like squints and then casts that, and he's just like, okay. This is interesting. He looks up at some. It would let him comprehend it.
It wouldn't let him know what the language is. It would let him read it.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you recognize some of the letters I'll at least say? You may not know the exact language.
I'm
Do you
assuming it's
recognize
Celestial, which I don't think he has a lot of experience with.
I don't think it's in Celestial.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But if it's more
But-
arcane in nature, you've definitely seen some of the sigils.
Okay. So,
Cog's all nervous,
Doug-
like he's presenting a paper to a teacher. Well, what do you think?
Well, if I could talk, Doug says, well, this is very, very intricate and I would say very professional work. This is an extremely high-end prosthetic. Not that I haven't particularly dealt with these too much, but I understand the principles. I think my main concern looking at this is the magic draw. I understand, to my understanding, that Cleo is a very powerful magic user, but even for everyday use, if the machine is powered by magic, you want to make sure it's very light and efficient. The weight can be compensated for magic, but that it produces an additional draw, so you want to be very conscious of your material choices. I don't see a problem with that. Yeah, Cleo has been very gracious in housing us. So it would only be pertinent to pay it forward in some manner. Although this is already quite a leap. What else am I thinking? Where it makes contact with skin, you also want to be very conscious of the material because constant wear can cause chafing.
Actually, I was going to ask you about that because I spoke with Cleo, and her preference,
Yes.
I believe, is to have a prosthetic that is one with her body, not one that can be removed. How could we go about that?
You would need some manner of surgeon. Although
certainly.
I think a necromancer could theoretically manipulate the body. I would not necessarily know. I would be up for that.
Right.
Mostly because Cleo is my boss, and I don't have as much experience.
Right.
I'm sure she has a contact. The complications with merging with the body, though, would be connecting to nerves and what have you. It's a very delicate process.
Suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. I can do that.
Doug makes a face. Like, can't, no.
I don't know what you're talking about, Gabe.
I actually have discussed Quentin with Cleo, so I have heard of him.
I suppose there's been a slight misunderstanding. My question regarding the transition from body to prosthetic was regarding the skin. How could we transition without, as you said, chafing or that sort of concern?
That would require the body to accept the prosthetic, which is very dependent on the healing process. Even with magic, that can be a bit of a waiting game. With constant monitoring, though, it would be... You should be able to tell if it is working or not.
See.
And again, that's something that can somewhat be... If the body rejects it, you can make up for it with magic. But again, that's another drain. So ideally, we'd like to get it right the first time. I imagine cleric magic may be better than some others. I'm not sure. It's not very common territory until you get to high-level magic, which, while I like to think I'm quite an accomplished wizard, I am not very well practiced in that manner.
I see. Well, perhaps Quentin will be able to help.
Certainly. If not, he should I would think, know at least a direction we could get. Not a direction, sorry. A contact of which we could go to in this breadcrumb trail.
Question.
Yes.
How is Doug looking? Is he looking like he hasn't slept?
He has definitely not slept.
Okay.
But his voice seems like he's doing shockingly okay.
Okay. Dr. Worm, would you care to step away and have a meal, perhaps? A shower? Not that I'm suggesting anything, of course. It just seems like we've been in here quite a while. And, one should take care of the body.
I understand how the body is taken care of, and I understand my own limits, cognition.
Right.
However, you do raise an important point, as that it has possibly gotten onto the edge of what is acceptable. He seems a little bit annoyed to have been reminded. But I think that would be a good idea.
Of course. My apologies, I never meant to suggest anything, just...
No. You are very correct. Probably get Yelsi. Has Mistral come down from the roof, do you know? I assume he has. My attention has been very preoccupied.
I see.
Yeah.
He briefly came down for a moment. I would assume he's still up there meditating or what have you. Do you need him? I could go fetch him.
No, I just think that it would be good to possibly have us, socialize more. Get people moving where we can see them to confirm they have done the things, so that showering and feeding happens at correct times. I have been in contact with Yelsi. She's currently holed up in her room, and I have been occasionally on my probably sparser than anyone would like food breaks. Been bringing her meals. I'm certain Cleo has checked in. They seem quite close. I'm not very good at this part at the moment.
Right, so I'll put in here that Cleo has been in and out of the manor quite often. So at the current moment, Kana is the one checking in on people.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
With Kane has... You can tell Doug doesn't have the greatest grasp of the situation because he has mostly been in the library like an asshole.
Okay, yeah. Right. No worries. Kane has been lovely. She's, as always, has been looking out for us. Yes. Is there anything that you need help with here? I see you've got quite a project happening.
Not particularly. This requires a lot of reading and synthesis. You would have to do quite a bit of that to catch up to where I am to be of any use. No offense. I mean, if you're welcome to. But...
Cognition tries not to be offended.
I'm doing what makes me feel useful in these times where one must wait.
I understand perfectly, actually. Well, perhaps we could all use a day to relax together.
That should be good.
I've heard tell there's a bathhouse.
There is. It is quite nice. Alright, shall we go find Mistral? Is Riley ready?
I guess.
Mistral kicks a rock off the roof.
If I have to be.
Maybe he's just like sitting staring up at the sky in a flower bed. Who knows?
There have been trees, flower beds, rooftops. I think he just likes to have like the open sky above him
Mhm.
for the
Makes
most
sense.
part.
Makes sense. Well then, I suppose we can go find him, shall we, Sophie?
Sophie.
Oh, Cognition gives her eyes like he wants to talk to her, but then he leaves. Like, fine, okay.
You two have become fast friends.
Couple of besties.
So, kind of a pause. I'm grateful for that. I think it may not be the time yet. She's not taking this well. From what I'm gathering, which I've come to terms with the fact that I'm not the most adequate person for providing any amount of comfort, much to my lack of effort and great frustration. Anyways, she does not deal with loss well. And it may help, but I do not think we can do that help quickly and also get her showered. So I would possibly say a bookend for later, take care of our needs first, strategize to help her after. Does this seem adequate? Yes. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. Doug was about to say, like, I've recently learned of this too, and then he's like, I don't want you to know I remember things exactly. That sounds good, thank you. Doug takes one book with him when he goes, and he's like, why are you taking a book with you? No.
It's a security blanket, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He has that understanding as well. Okay.
Cognition looking around, you do spot Mistral on their sort of rooftop / open garden area, but then
I do think he's down in the flower.
Yeah, that's why I said
Mhm.
the rooftop / garden area.
Mm.
Is it on the rooftop?
No, like there's like a way up to the rooftop, but there's also the garden. I've just marked that. Like,
In the
Oh,
general
I've
area.
marked that as Mistral's area.
I understand. I didn't know there was a way up to the rooftop, like stairs or a ladder or something. I thought it was just like an open air courtyard.
I think after a while of you like going between the two, there is a ladder that appears there.
Okay.
Magic house, bro.
Magic house.
I think
Uh,
Mitchell doesn't use it though. I think he,
Probably not.
I feel like he kind of likes the climb of it. He like, enjoys climbing things, and I think the ladder takes away the fun from him.
Ah.
There's a ladder with like a sign, please use the staff. The staff that have to clean the climbing mark.
That's funny.
As
I
an expert
see.
woodsman, I do not think Mistral would leave a single mark.
Oh.
Thank you.
He's a nature boy.
Mm. I'm just thinking of the song
Regardless,
Nature
there's
Boy.
a sign there that says please use.
Mistral politely disregards it.
That DW thing is like, hey, this sign does nothing for me. I can't read.
Yeah.
I think, but a part of it is like Mistral knows the ladder was put there for him, and it's like kind of passive aggressively asking him to use the ladder. But then a part of him is like, that's probably for people who can't get up on their own.
That's for the people who want to talk to me, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's for visitors.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's Mistral doing right now?
I think Mistral is doing what he's been doing for a lot of his time spent sort of alone, cross-legged and sitting. He is folding paper and sort of muttering under his breath to himself.
Oh, hey, Mike, you didn't tell me that Flair was talking to him. Sorry, man.
You'll just say that as you go over to Mistral. He's like, oh, that's cool, cognition, great talk.
Oh, God, Mr. Flair. Hello.
No, go on. Talk to your
Gods.
woodsman. Go talk to your woodsman. It's fine.
He looks back and forth. He has.
He's your companion. I'll be here.
Do a scene with Flair real quick. It's okay.
Cognition doesn't know what to do.
I would prefer my players talk than me talk through an NPC.
All right. I will be right back. I'm so sorry.
But now it's awkward, Mike.
It's definitely
Flair knows
awkward.
cognition. Flair knows cognition, and it is as awkward as cognition makes it. Flair does
Yeah.
not care.
Mistral?
What?
Hello.
Oh, sorry, you cut out for a sec.
Oh.
Just heard like the last utterance. It was like, huh?
He thinks for a minute. He doesn't actually recall why he was supposed to come out here.
You need to give that boy a bath.
Mistral.
Right.
Yeah, Mistral sort of pauses from his folding, looks up at cognition, just cocks his head to the side, doesn't say anything, but is waiting. It seems like cognition is going to continue speaking, so is waiting.
Upon Mr. Dr. Worm's suggestion, we thought we could perhaps get together and eat or go to the bathhouse or other.
Perhaps both.
But yes, sounds lovely. Bonding,
Yes.
team bonding.
Does this sound enjoyable?
Yes.
Is there a bathhouse in the mansion? I haven't seen one, and I thought I had fully explored, but, you know, some things do just appear from time to time.
Mike, is the bathhouse in the mansion, or
Oh,
is it?
strange. There seems to be white chalk forming on the ground. Interesting.
What's an accommodating house?
Wow, it's really... The chalk has really just covered the flowers for somehow.
It's impressive, really.
Will wonders ever cease?
This is actually really good for it being my offhand and a mouse.
Yeah, it's pretty dang good. Yes, so it appears the bathhouse is to the north of
I see.
here.
Well, wonderful. Let me gather my things and stow them somewhere. I don't believe bringing all of my bits of paper would be a good idea.
Paper and water don't tend to mix very well.
Well, I think they mix too well, and that's the problem.
Ah, you have a point.
Speaking of which, and he stands up from the flower bed. There's a little bit of like a ripple of gusts of wind that spreads out from him as like he stands up without using his hands in a really cool fashion,
Hell yeah.
elevated a bit by the wind. And some of the papers that are kind of strewn across the ground sort of get picked up by that breeze and then sort of flip and tumble through the air and then very neatly file themselves in line into his pouch, which he closes on the side of his hip.
Mm.
And then sort of gently steps up and over and sort of floats down onto the flagstone next to you.
Oh.
And holds out his hand. Here, I made this for you. I learned a new pattern. Thought it might be fun to try. And you said your favorite animal was cats. And he hands you a little origami cat made of black and blue paper.
Oh, he takes it. He's
I don't recommend
delighted.
bringing it to the bathhouse, though.
No, of course not. Thank you. This is lovely. This is quite. He's like speechless.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it.
Thank you.
There was
He's
certainly
gonna treasure
more
this
where that
forever.
came from. But it's fun to learn new patterns, challenge myself.
I see. Did you invent this?
Invent is a strong word, but I suppose I figured out a way in which to fold the papers together to form the shape, yes.
That's quite something. That's lovely. Thank you very much.
Of course. It's more for me than for anyone else. It is a hobby of mine, and I find it calming. You should have seen how long it took me to figure out the spider for Yelsi.
Oh, she likes spiders?
Yes. If you recall from when we first met, I used one of my spiders to distract and entertain her when she was feeling a bit down. Although,
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not sure that will work this time. I've sent a few her way, but well, I think they just find themselves sort of at the window. She does not seem interested.
I
Right,
let
she
one in at
seems-
one point and she ate it.
She ate the paper.
She like then
Mhm.
went back into the blanket nest.
She seems despondent.
Yes. Yelsi strikes me as someone who feels very deeply,
I see.
and well, despondent is the thing to feel, I think.
Suppose. Well, only
We all
time
do
can
with
heal some
grief
wounds.
in our own way.
Yes. I do worry. Is Wait, she's been sleeping in the room with Doug, right?
Yeah.
Doug's just leaving the library, though, hasn't he?
No, he'll go with
Oh, good. Yeah,
Yelsi occasionally, yeah.
cool.
I suppose that she does have a little company, at least.
Yes. She's not entirely alone.
Right. He seems to be a knowledgeable fellow.
Yes.
She should be fine with him.
What does his knowledge have to do with matters of the heart?
It's a good question. I don't suppose
I
he does,
see.
really.
Well, hopefully he has spent enough time to getting to know Yelsi, to know her ins and outs, at least somewhat. I'm sure he is the best of us to provide her comfort.
I suppose my main concern is for her health, first and foremost, and he can probably handle that.
Yes, I agree.
Well, shall we?
We shall. Please lead the way.
Yes. Let's go!
Like that arm movement, like, yeah.
The cartoon.
Yeah.
Elbows out, yeah. Cog is realizing, oh gods, everyone's gonna be naked.
Oh, you didn't think about that?
No!
You didn't consider that fact, Cognition?
Didn't think about that, no.
We've already seen everyone else naked, Cog. It's your turn.
It's
But
my
Cog
turn.
hasn't seen any of us naked.
Nope.
Yeah,
You've
Cog
seen
gets to
Mistral
lay
shirtless.
eyes on the 7 vagina pose.
Oh dear.
Why haven't we had a bathhouse episode in the other campaigns? What's this happening?
Because roaches
I know.
would never agree to it.
They also wouldn't.
Just a moment, Mistral. Just a moment. I had to.
Oh, yes, I'll wait here.
God, probably.
Yeah, oh, you mean a strap-on?
Yes.
Once you once we
Is there?
perfect the arm, a penis is hardly different.
A magic prosthetic hog?
Yeah.
Is it like biomechanical?
It'll be like Dick Fight Island.
Oh, so like you're saying bottom
There's a
surgery,
manga,
but
it's
with
called
more,
Dick Fight
but more
Island.
magical and more mechanical.
Putting
Yes.
this magical surge in surgery.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, you're saying like I could impregnate someone with this prosthetic hog?
Right, correct.
But how would I not shoot blanks? Wow, I feel like we're gonna need some high-level magic for this one.
I am willing to help sort that out.
Yo, everyone, we're gonna get the whole cast working on Mistral's hog.
Good, Doug's like, give me some corpses. I can find you a used one.
No, I don't want that. Mistral doesn't want a dead person's hog.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure how, like, I don't know if, I mean, obviously Mistral would prefer to have a hog at some point, but I don't know how much he's like, man, I'm really hankering for a hog right now. I don't think it's his
Yeah.
top priority.
Well, if he ever wants help with that, Cog would probably help him.
Hell yeah. It's like, I feel like it's a Maslow's hierarchy of needs sort of situation where
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
he's in a stable enough scenario to think, I should probably try to get a hog. Yeah, he doesn't consider it as an option. There could be a Genasi way to do that. Mike, I think, like a part of like during his like final Genasi transformation is how the top surgery was like very possible and safe. Because all Genasi go through like a metamorphosis or transformation type deal where their bodies are very like pliable and malleable, and they take on a new form when they complete their transformation. Oh, who says I had the? Oh, interesting, Mike. That's
fair.
an interesting implication. But I think that Mistral's like transformation was able to be like predicted and put onto a calendar. Like we know when it's going to happen, and they like removed his breasts like during the transformation, and so it was like a safer and easier way to have that happen.
Is that?
Oh, he gave his breasts to someone else. They had to take them for him.
Right.
Who do you think took the?
Who do you
your
think?
tits?
I have my suspicions.
Okay. Cognition drifts over here. Oh, sorry, were you gonna say something?
I was just saying, Mike never described the tit situation on that one guy who was Mistral's friend rival.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, dude. Does Levy got the tits?
Oh my god.
Did Levy take my tits?
I'll treat them better than you,
Mike is
Mitchell,
staying out of
because, like,
this.
you can have them.
No, I think it'd be cool if God, why can't if Igni took my tits? I think she deserves them.
Okay.
It was Igni. Igni took Mistral's tits. But I don't think
Did-
Igni had a
did-
hog for me to take in return, so it was more like a gift.
Does
It was a gift
Nikki
situation.
just have an extra set now, or is it cumulative?
No, she just wanted. She just needed bigger tits.
Cumulative. God.
Okay. It's definitely how that works.
Listen,
We
we
need
don't
to
have
move
we don't
on.
have fantasy breast implants, so she just took mine.
Listen, we need to hash this out in your world and have these important details.
What do you mean? Why, Michael? It's my character's backstory. You say my character's backstory is not important? This aspect. No, fuck you.
You go into it, it looks exactly like the fountain, but there's bubbles in it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Also, Mike, this aspect of my backstory is mostly we're just like joking around and having yucks and whatnot. But I think that there's a part of it that holds importance to me and to Mistral. I don't know how Igni would get my tits. That's pretty funny, but
That
It's magic.
I think this is something to be discussed in a less joking way between you and Mike, not
Perhaps,
during
sir.
session.
yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. We discussed.
Also, Mike, if this is something I need to approve with you about the mechanics of how this has worked, we can definitely talk about it outside of
Yeah,
session.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't think it would be something I needed to discuss, but if it is, I would love to discuss it.
Hmm.
We all get into an intense discussion about Mistral's transition about the big
Yes.
character.
Yeah. I'm sure Doug would be
Let me-
interested too. I mean, it's like
Let me
it's,
tell you how I got these scars. Yeah, I think Doug would be interested. He might have actually asked in the past since they have met. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I remember now. But
Mhm.
or we can have it going forward.
Oh my god.
I don't think he
don't-
would. He definitely wouldn't.
Yeah.
It was too recent.
Yeah.
I think Mistral was like young to mid-teens.
Hmm.
hmm
Good boy. Cognition, you are approaching.
Flick, yes. Who's meditating?
Yes, you.
Always.
I think looking around, you spotted the black parasol and it didn't connect. But like when you were like looking around to see if other people were going, you saw someone sitting under the parasol.
Huh.
When I say parasol, I do mean like it's like the equivalent of like a beach umbrella.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he comes on over.
Sitting there in a very simple sort of like cotton shirt and almost like uncharacteristically unarmored flare just sort of is relaxing on this bench mid meditation, as you know he and his sister do.
Yeah.
But he does crack an eye open as he hears approaching footsteps. Oh. Well. Hello. Look what dragged in the cat.
Hello, Flair. It's been a bit. It's good to see you. He'll sit next to
Has
you.
been a bit. So, you are not fully combusted yet, so I take it the group is treating you well.
Yes, as far as I know, I don't think Douglas likes me very well, but... excuse me, Dr. Worm, I don't think Dr. Worm likes me very well. However,
Perhaps if you called him Douglas instead of Dr. Worm.
do you think that would work?
Informal address tends to break down some of those walls, my friend. You don't call me Commander Faval, do you?
Not anymore.
Yeah, because...
Because, right, the social separation and yes, because you asked me not to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just... You don't always have to address people by their given titles.
I know.
Make it a point to want that. You don't have to address them by their titles.
I understand. It's habit. I grew up. She's very particular about these things. Right. Anyway, I wanted to invite you to the bathhouse. We're going as a group, and
Oh my.
yes. I don't know anyone there. Not like. Would you join us?
I suppose.
I don't know anyone. I know you, and I've not
It's
seen
okay.
anyone.
I'll be your safety.
Right. Thank you. It's just
You
it's
don't have
vulnerable.
to over-explain it. You don't have to
Right.
over-explain it.
Of course.
I've already
Yes.
agreed.
Thank
fine.
you. Claire. Thank you.
I need to properly introduce myself to that one woman. Haven't quite gotten to explaining or introducing myself to her
Which one?
properly.
With the braided hair?
Well, I guess you're all short to me, but
Yes. Yes, you're very tall.
but yes, the one with the braids in the heavy armor.
She's lovely. She's lovely. And, I think she could use some friendship, some companionship. She's,
Oh,
yes, you didn't hear this from me.
but I did.
No, you didn't.
But I did.
Flair! He kind of slaps him on the arm a little bit.
Yeah.
It's, well,
Look, you know by way. If she says yes, then it's all good. If she says no, then it's all good.
right. It just seems a little, I don't know, touch starved at the moment, and,
Well, I could fix that.
yes, that is why I mentioned it to you.
All right. Well, I mean, do you want to lead the way? Do you still remember where the bathhouse is?
Yes, I do, thank you. He's, like, blushing as he walks away. Every conversation with him and Flair end in him blushing.
As you guys are all gathering, Cognition comes in with a tall drow.
Tall glass of
man.
water.
Some of you have met him. Some Sophia has not formally.
Everyone...
I don't. It's been a while, Gabe. I
Okay.
can't remember all that.
Fair enough.
Greetings, Mr. Fevrel. Will you be joining us?
Just Flair will be fine. Yeah.
Mistral smiles like that was intentional.
Yes, I'll be joining you.
Wonderful.
Okay. Doug's just like, I didn't think we were.
Is
Oh,
that okay, Dr. Worm?
it's fine.
Am I intruding, Douglas.
No, I simply was not expecting you to have an invite. This is not to say you're
Oh, but I
unwelcome.
was given an invite.
I
Yes.
apologize. It was upon my invitation. I sincere. Next time I can ask. Confer with you.
You're forgiven. It is not a huge deal. My apologies.
He squints a little at the "you are forgiven."
Just sit down, Cognition.
It's very.
Sit down.
Yeah.
It is fine.
Right,
Don't blow
right,
a
right,
gasket.
He grits
But-
his teeth and sits down.
Flare settles into the water just right next to Cog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should trade places then. Hold on.
Everybody's
Yeah.
naked and it's not awkward at all.
I mean,
Wait, who's
for
trading
everyone but
places?
Cog, I guess.
Wait. What? What is
Oh.
happening?
Sorry, I thought that Blair was gonna move next to you, and I moved. That's why I moved my
Yeah. Yeah, Cognition takes out his hair and he starts, like, combing through it.
Mistral does the same thing, but it like starts floating above his head. Hell yeah!
Yes.
Takes his bucket and dumps water on his head.
Okay.
Mistral will like dip his head under the water so that his hair gets like weighed down by the soaked up liquid, and he comes up again and like tries not to do the L'Oreal commercial like hair flip.
Very good.
Too late. But now his hair, instead of like floating up above his head, his hair is like looks like heavy, like full storm clouds, like gathering around his neck and shoulders.
Cool. Cog can't really see it because he doesn't have his glasses on.
That must be hell to take care of, Mr. Celestine.
It can be difficult at times, certainly, but it does not behave like normal hair behaves, I'm told.
Does it like adapt to the weather?
It can occasionally, or my current
Like if you were to-
surroundings, or sometimes it changes depending on my mood.
Like if you were to go out in a typhoon, would you have like a lion's mane?
Perhaps.
Or-
It has been some time since I've been in a typhoon. We'll have to find out together.
Does it react that way when it's not attached to you?
It's attached to him.
Were it to
hair.
have some hair clippings, for instance.
Would you like to cut my hair, Cognition?
That's a little weird, bud.
Is it?
Just ask for your hair. That's a little
He
weird.
starts grooming his tail.
Well, Cognition is a researcher, and my kind are very rare. Curiosity is only natural. At least I was not made
Still,
uncomfortable by the question.
It's just a little weird.
If you say so.
Did I bring you here,
Does,
Mr.
like
Flair?
makes eye
I don't.
contact with Sophia. Is like, what is this conversation?
How aware do we think Mistral is of this like blatant like ignoring of him, refusal to make eye contact? I feel like he's probably pretty aware of it, right? Like he's an insightful guy.
Sophia, do you need someone to get your back? Okay, let me take care of that.
Well, it should probably be Flair or
Not in
I. You're
this
across
conversation.
you're across the whole pool from her. Hmm.
Yeah. Doug's like, usually I take care of Yelsey, so I'm not entirely sure how to work with your hair. Okay. Sounds good. That would be good. Thank you.
This shoulder's definitely
Yeah.
very, very obvious she is avoiding Mistral. Cognition, at this, like, you think something may be going on, but, I mean, anatomically speaking, she should be facing away from Mistral at this time,
Okay.
because Douglas is getting her back.
Mhm.
It's I don't understand straight people, it's alright. Oh no, you're right!
Cognition.
I'm sorry. That was my rejection. I'm so sorry. I'm just gay.
This fucking heterophobia over here.
So,
Um,
Mistral.
Yes, I was getting a glass of water.
You know, you can just
Yes.
snap your fingers and...
he dunks a
serve
cup
thing
into
at
the
you.
fountain.
I feel that drinking the water we bathe in wouldn't be the best idea.
Affirmative, yes.
No, you can just snap a finger and a servant will bring you water. They'll bring you like a fruit milk. You ever
Oh,
had fruit
yeah.
milk after a bath? It's
I haven't.
It's lovely. It's so refreshing.
I do, and I do appreciate the staff and all they do, but I like to get things for myself. I don't want to become accustomed to relying on others for my own sustenance, I suppose. I will not be here forever.
yeah, but there's getting accustomed to it, and then there's just relaxing.
I'm
Do you
feeling
know how to
relaxed.
relax?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think as relaxing as the same as yours.
Hmm.
Oh, I mean, you stick in the game long enough, you'll come around. I think. Perfectly fine.
If that is how you wish to relax, then I see no problem with it. I'm certain my sister would be quite excited at the idea of having people waiting on her.
Hmm.
I think you would like her, Flair. You two seem alike.
Oh, do we?
We'll likely be meeting her on our travels. She is one of the youngest wind riders. Her name is Samira.
Ooh, I'll definitely look forward to the interaction then.
Hmm.
So, outside of Mistral, have any of you ever been to Calistan? Not to talk business, but I think that's where I'm accompanying you guys to.
I've not been there past the pages of a book, so no, it would be my first time.
Yes, that's my experience as well. My father traveled there once or twice for his business, and he brought back some lovely things.
Let me guess, was your father a mariner, perhaps?
Yes,
Hmm.
by the name of Leagues.
Leagues mariner. Very, very
Yes.
very, very apt.
Yes. He,
Very tiefling.
Yes, I am quite a fan of the tiefling custom, the naming traditions.
Huh?
I'm endlessly entertained by them. Does that sound disrespectful?
You know what I'm endlessly entertained by is that
Stop.
that cute little handshake that you do with other tieflings. Have you and Douglas done the tiefling handshake?
He shoots a horrified look at Douglas.
Doug gets a blank expression. That is that is a decision between two tieflings, and it's very disrespectful to ask us to do so for reasons other than our own decision. I think you should reevaluate your worldview.
I didn't.
You can lead a
ask for you
tiefling to the
do
hand,
it.
but you cannot make him shake, I suppose.
I didn't ask for you to do it. I asked if you had done it.
We have not. No, I don't feel we're
No.
there yet, socially.
And there's
And
no
he-
pressure to. Do not feel pressured.
He looks over at Doug like, is there any hint that we're going to get there socially?
We are not currently there yet.
I did once see Douglas do the handshake with a random child we met on the street, though.
We had a very
I
deep and
think
immediate
you'll get
connection, me
there,
and that
Yes,
child.
he was a delightful young man.
I think he'll get there, Cog. If he does it with
He was possibly a criminal.
kids,
He was
random
most
hoodlums on
certainly
the
a criminal.
street, you'll get there, Cog.
Right.
I did meet him in a black market.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out it's something like in your blood. Like I've disguised myself as a tiefling, and I just don't know how to do it.
Is it
No.
a genetic memory sort of thing?
I think it is.
It's just like Doug like gives cognition a look like, bro, this guy.
Cognition awkwardly clears his throat. Shall I get your back, Flair?
He shrugs. Sure.
Right. Cognition has done
Sure.
this before, but he's still like nervous. Because Flair is Flair. But yeah,
so
he's
the two of you are friends, then? Acquainted before this?
Yes, through Miss
Mhm.
Cleo.
No, we're not through Cleo, Cog. You went to my dad's
Sorry.
school.
Okay, you're right. That was the player say forgetting. That was Cog would not forget that. Sorry.
Oh,
Your
good.
father has a school.
The Belrendo Medical University and Clinic down in Mithorn.
I attended as well. It's a very prestigious school.
Aren't we in Mithorn right now?
Yeah, but
Perhaps.
this house is complicated, to say the least. You are and aren't in Mithorn at the current moment.
It's a place apart, so
also-
to speak.
Oh,
Multiple towns in Mythorn, I assume. Wait, no, Mythorn is a town. Ignore me. Yes.
like districts, boroughs.
Yeah.
What's the Staten
Yeah.
Island of Mithorn?
Oh my god.
I've never been
The
to Staten
suburbs.
Island.
No one has. Tim
Tim
Hortons?
Hortons.
Well, there's a Tim Hortons at JFK too, isn't there?
So you attended, Douglas.
I did. Quite a few decades ago. I was a much younger man, but I did.
What did you major in?
A general health practitioner. So diagnosis. Oh god, I'm trying to remember the fucking words for it. This is me, Fab, trying to remember, not Doug. Doug would know. You know when you're a doctor, you're doing a doctor, and it's like you're healthy, but you want to like maintain health, stuff like that. And palliative care were my focuses.
Alright.
Cognition's face softens when he says palliative care, like, okay,
Yeah.
this guy does have some compassion.
Yeah, just not currently.
Okay.
Well, he's compassionate but not empathetic.
Mm. Mhm.
He's
He's sympathetic.
he saves that energy for when he thinks it's more important,
Mhm.
which is not anyone else's bar of important. You're actively dying.
Okay.
I'm not a
Valid.
therapist.
Don't talk to me.
Maybe Cog's gonna have to become a therapist here.
So that means you probably ran around in the same same circles as my sister if you're palliative and general healthcare. She's, I
There
mean,
was a moment when Kane first met our group that it seemed like she maybe recognized you, Doug. Did the two of
Yes,
you know
we
each
have
other?
we have caught up to some degree since then. She does not particularly remember me well. Of course, I was going under a different name due to circumstances then, and also there
Yes,
are
of course.
quite a few students there. Although I did finish valedictorian of my year, so
oh, what year?
I do feel slightly snubbed, but not
What
majorly.
year did you finish?
He says the year. I don't know the
Oh,
timelines.
interesting. Okay. Flair smiles.
Hmm.
Oh, I think that was still quite a
That's
few
good.
years after Kane graduated, and she was more of a guest lecturer then.
Hmm.
Mistral knows Doug's name, but I
Yeah.
don't. Does Doug have a traditional tiefling virtue name?
He does not. Because
Oh.
I didn't think to do that.
Ooh. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's one of the things that's very common, but not everyone does it, especially since I don't know if it occurs in your universe, Mike, but I know tieflings in some lore are like can be born from like different parents as like a chance thing.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It hasn't been a necessary thing for me to research.
Understandable. Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. Doug's dad is actually a tiefling, though. I don't think I remember what his mom was. So. A woman.
Woman.
Doug's 40. He doesn't have parents, everybody. That
You're
doesn't
right.
matter.
You're right.
No, I think his dad's alive and retired.
No
He's
40-year-old
not his dad
man has
anymore.
parents.
Right.
It's too true.
Cognition has been scrubbing Flair's back for 5 minutes straight.
You're trying to
Let it
exfoliate
happen.
him, Cognition.
Don't worry about it. I like it a bit rough.
Cognition stops immediately.
You're so unfun.
Does that not cause the skin to go raw?
Oh, it does.
He
I'm
likes the skin to go
fine.
raw, Mistral.
I can't imagine that would be pleasant.
I love going raw.
Don't understand
He
why.
loves
unless you're
going
some
raw,
kind of
Mistral.
masochist.
Alright, so
It seems unpleasant.
These are innuendos, Mistral.
Mistral smiles at Cognition and I am aware sometimes I like to play dumb. It's fun.
Seems I'm
Well-
the one out of the loop. Alright.
it's okay.
No, it's fine.
There are many separate
Alright,
loops I'm
Cog.
feeling that aren't quite interlocking.
Agreed. Sometimes it's
Alright.
fun to have people believe that I don't know what they're talking about. That's the most mischief I get up to these days, though.
I see.
And are you quite satisfied with your mischief, Mistral?
Satisfied?
Yeah.
Oh, not yet.
Oh, alright.
I've not yet been satisfied, no.
Perhaps we could change that at some point.
Oh, do you have ideas for mischief?
Oh, absolutely. Here? Yes, this.
Cognition is looking panicked at Sophia.
Well, it might be a bit awkward for everyone else here, but I'm
Yeah. Doug's like, oh, can you get my back scales? Thank you.
Do you have scaling on your back?
Doug does have scales. I haven't drawn like a body ref or anything, but he has a very
there, like-
plated tail, and those plates like get smaller as they go up his back. Essentially, until
There's like
they
a happy
come out
trail
there.
of back plates that go through spine.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's certainly a way to describe it.
So, yeah.
Oh, that
I'm kind of
reminds me
imagining now, like, the laurel horns that wrap around the back of the head. Like, I'm imagining the back of the laurel horns also, like, plating out onto the spine and then connecting to, like, the small trail of plates that go down to the tail.
Cool.
That would be interesting. I'd have to think about that.
Cool.
It's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Her fingers.
It's a Brillo pad.
Oh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Cognition. Make an investigation check as you're
Oh,
sort of
dear.
working down Flair's back.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, dang.
So,
Oh yeah. Well, no, he's probably at least done like a rough shower since then. Yeah.
So cognition, it takes you a while.
Mhm.
But as you're sort of working on Flair's lower back, you do notice that there is a couple new scars there.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna put his finger next to one and say, "What is this, Flair?" Business or
Which one
pleasure?
Which? That's business. It's business.
All right. Are you quite well?
I am now.
All right.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt. You're pointing at a scar, yes?
Yes. That's an unfamiliar one.
For pleasure?
Unfamiliar.
Oh yes. And Flair just sort of like leans back, like Mistral, like you have a lot of scars. Flair has dozens.
Oh yeah.
Upon dozens. In like impact scars, like impalement scars, long jagged like slashing scars, acid burn, all sorts of scars on him. And he just sort of like gestures to a few on his abdomen. These are mainly where the pleasure ones go, but there are a couple on the back that's there's this Aranese that wanted a deal in the frontier, and she wanted a duel of wills. See which one of us could take more punishment. And unfortunately for her, she's from like a serrated whip.
Cognition just looks really disappointed.
That sounds like business to me.
Oh, but it was pleasurable.
Oh, I see.
But
perhaps that's why you won the encounter? He says questioningly.
Yes, I have a unique disposition towards pain. Let's just say that, and
less of a high pain tolerance and more of a high pain enjoyment?
Both. So I am what some of you might know in certain circles, a bit of a blood hunter.
Oh, this is Blood Hunter Flair.
So a lot of these, and he points to the ones on his arm. There is like he points to some like particularly large, like he was impaled scars. Some of these well, these are mainly where I draw some of my power from. In my hemomantic pursuit of
Oh, you're a blood magician.
I don't really like being called a blood magician. I like
I'm sorry, is
blood
there a
knight.
negative connotation?
Nah. Go ahead and make an insight.
It's
Sure.
not as badass.
It's not as cool.
That's probably why.
Let's make an insight check. Also, my laughs, I am becoming more and more aware of the fact that my laughs are becoming more and more hee adjacent.
Yeah.
Just like unwittingly against my will, unconsciously becoming more
That's so
hee-hees instead of ha-has.
Who is molding you to a hee hee?
I don't know, man. I think it's just
It's
me.
the mischief.
It's interesting, Mistral, because as smooth talking as Flair is, he's not nearly as good at hiding his emotions as Kane is. And you see a very similar emotion that you saw in Kane when you first met her, when she was talking about esoteric establishments. And he just sort of like awkwardly rubs his throat, where you can see there's just magic burns. But he doesn't say anything about them. You just know I prefer the term Blood Knight. It's kind of like the knights in the stories.
Of course, that is the term I shall use then. Mitchell gives him like a reassuring smile, like I see what you mean. I won't bring it up. You seem uncomfortable, sort of a smile, like okay.
He winks at you.
Well, Blood Knight it is then. Does that mean you have a weapon and armor?
Oh yes, but bringing out Rays here would just, I mean, it's a bit awkward, but I could do it.
Has a name as well.
Oh yeah,
I hear every good weapon has a name.
Well, he has like a nickname. He has a proper name too.
Mm.
But like, I gave him a nickname, and like, he's gotten used to me calling him by that nickname.
So now it would just be strange to call him by his true name, I assume.
Well, he'd probably want you to call him by his true name.
Ah, I don't know him like that yet.
No, he would want me to also do that, but he knows better.
I see. The intricacies of your relationship escape me. But that is all right. I've never had a talking sword before.
Do you want to meet him?
Perhaps at some point, but is...
Well, I could do it right now.
Is the bath really the best place for such a thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's like shakes right over stupor.
Yeah.
Please do not bring out your sword in the bathhouse.
Well, I'm afraid
One sword is enough.
out, Doctor.
Oh, he's quite accustomed to that. Cognition
Hmm.
mutters. He just mutters under his breath.
Why do people hate overly friendly motherfuckers? Yeah. Opinion flipped.
Oh yes. It's actually a little like it's a little. I have two.
That's just like, what the fuck? Did you even finish? But he doesn't say anything.
Mistral will go over to Doug and take Sophie's place and send help.
Oh, I found them in a ruin over beneath Dusk Petal. It's and he just sort of he takes a hand and draws it up the length of the other arm. And as he does so, there's this small black flame that comes up as if he was, as if his finger was like a match and like his forearm was like a matchbox. He like strikes that. There's a small black flame that appears on his middle finger, and he grips that flame like you were wielding the pommel, and then you just have this monolithic black steel greatsword that just appears right in front of him. Gabe does probably.
Black Razor.
Sophia can make a history check.
Bro, where's
Sure.
Sylph when you need her?
I'll give you advantage on this. This is a weapon.
I chose Wix
Legend lore.
my business because of its massive scope for functionality and freedom.
I think it's like 5th, right?
Yep.
Being able to integrate.
It requires money.
Develop at my own pace. I offer a range of products and services. To manage it all from one place is essential. It gave me time back in my day to get going on actual projects. It really just made everything.
You've heard tales of this blade. This is from what you can tell, and Flair, if you look interested in like studying it further, he'll just sort of like let it rest near him so you can like look at like engravings and whatnot. As you take it into both hands, at first it is a monolithically heavy for you. And Flair just sort of like opens an eye, and looks at the blade. And from this vantage point, Sophia, you can actually see like the eye that he looks at the sword with is like a blackened like sclera, red eye. He's like, behave. She's just curious. And then it becomes much easier for you to pick it up and look at it. There are demonic runes that cover the sort of the blood grooves of where the blade is, all along the pommels, and there are 2 separate onyx gems embedded on either side of the sword. And from just its base description and what you can see, you think this is one of the more storied living weapons, Black Razor. And something I can tell you from my own lore is that Black Razor used to be a demonic general in the Abyss, but due to a war predating Schism, predating everything, Black Razor Cruel used to be a general under the previous god of death, Orcus, but when the Raven Monarchs took over, Black Razor was one of the generals to accept the new ruling, and now Black Razor is one of the leading sort of people that, while this sword can steal souls and seal them inside, these ones are just specifically marked to go to the Citadel of Shadow in the Shadowfell, just to directly meet with the Raven Queen. Yes. You hear in your head a phrase that you cannot understand. But Flair smiles and says, he says thank you. Yeah. And he looks at it for a moment. Then it descends back into that flame into his finger, and descends back into his hand. That one is a bit more temperamental. That one is it's complicated with that one. I haven't broken her in yet. But Ray's and I, we've been great partners for the past 20 years. So you like weapons? Oh, forefather be with you then. Well, Sophia, I think if you apply yourself and you have a bit of the devil's own knock in you, you'll get to the point where I think you can make something that rivals Ray's here. You have that bit of spark, that determination that a lot of greenhorns don't have. It'll take you far. As long as you don't get yourself killed. But I mean, I've heard a tiny bit from Cleo, but seeing how's your personal project coming along? Have you made everyone their ranks, or? Okay, okay. Do you have any idea what you want? And he like shuts his mouth.
Cool.
I don't want to be flash frozen. So I am going to shut my mouth about any further things in that nature. Cleopatra always has plans. Very, very cold fire, but yes, she's I mean, her plans definitely helped me stay alive. So I can tell you all mean a bit to her if she's having you undergo this. Even if it's under the pretense of being her first sponsorship, this is not the first time she's put forth this challenge to a craftsman such as yourself. Well, now you do know. That's all I will say, because if I do anything else and spoil her surprises, then she will again flash freeze me. I don't like that. It's really bad on the shrinkage.
Oh my god.
He smiles and then looks at your necklace. And he just sort of, his eyes soften. What's your last name? It's a character. It's your character!
Is it not on your character sheet?
It's Sophia last name.
Sophia, P5, Sophia.
And you're from Val Ruban? Oh. If you write your mother sometime, tell her I said hello. Mhm. Brilliant woman, your mother. And if she's getting up to half of what uh, reports Cleo actually deigns to give me, because she knows I don't read them, but I try to read them from time to time, she's up to some very ambitious things right now. You should. I'm sure she could not deny her budding adventurer daughter some information on the latest undertakings. I didn't even mean it that way. But good to see a smile on your face. I feel like there's much more natural there than the the look of dismay I've seen on you for a couple of days. Been hard, I know. few weeks. Yeah. 2 days, 3 days. That all sort of blends together. Especially when you're up on the frontier. He's a very caring one. He's improved leaps and bounds since Kane introduced him to me 5 years ago. A bit, yeah. He sort of lowers his voice. He knows Mr. and Douglas are talking right now. But he just sort of like leans back and speaks to you directly, Sophia. I mean, he's a bit neurotic, but like, kid's a prodigy. Like, at the academy, there's a special high intensity triage session that people can attend, in which ascending mage or a portal mage will bring some volunteers over to the front lines and look at some of our more serious cases that are, magically sealed from healing. And I mean, he was as neurotic as he was in his as much of in his element as Kane was. He knows his stuff. I'm proud of him. He's still a tad socially awkward, and I'll tease him for that, but it has my respect. Take care of him, because I won't always be there to take care of him.
Meanwhile, Cog is over here rubbing oil into Mistral's hair, talking about how to make soap.
Mistral's loving it.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna make some weird, like, precipitation come out of his hair, probably.
Mm. Starts raining.
I've been thinking
Acid
about.
rain.
Whoa.
I've been thinking about. Oh, never mind.
What is Duggan thinking about?
He's been thinking about ever since Flair did the blood hunters stuff. He's like, what's this guy's blood type? What if he runs out of a lot of blood? What's everyone else's blood type? Damn, I've never actually asked. Maybe I should figure that out.
So, what's everyone's blood type?
Well, you see, the horoscopes tell you now.
I can tell everything about your personality based on your
Cognition
blood
knows
type.
Flair's blood type. Absolutely.
AB positive.
AB positive.
Does he be positive?
Uh-huh.
Universal donor. She would be.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking cleric. Fucking healer. They're all healers are O positive. Oh, never mind.
Actually, if we don't have germ theory yet, do we know about blood types?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
It's
because
yellow
it was
bile,
discovered in
green
19
bile.
You're right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. A lot of necromancers have emptied out a lot of blood from a lot of people, so
That's
I'm
true,
sure
that's
they
true.
have something figured out.
You're probably right.
Sometimes you just have blood laying around, and you're like, let me look at it.
So, yeah, he does.
He definitely does.
What blood type would Mistral have? I feel like he's got to have some weird blood, right?
Oh,
He's
negative.
got
He doesn't
Air
have
blood.
to.
I think he does.
Not
I've decided
everything
he
has
has
to
to.
be. Not everything has to be weird.
Doesn't have to be. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird
Yeah.
if you're not a genasi.
Fair enough.
He's
Sophia,
like, where can I source genasi blood that's not Mistral's?
What if what if his blood evaporates like faster than most?
Maybe you can source it from him for the future.
Yeah.
as you're talking with Flair, go ahead and give me a perception check. So you notice a couple things with a 19 talking to Flair. You notice
Oh my god.
no, that is comically censored.
Bubbles.
You noticed
That's a
he
lot of
has
bubbles.
a peculiar earring dangling from his left ear. And then you notice a peculiar it's something that Mistral saw earlier, but amidst his scars along his collarbone there's about 5 scars that just they don't have like the normal sheen of normal scars that the other ones do, but they're almost if they were birthmarks, they'd be very weird birthmarks, but you know them as scars from healing. Cool. But the earring you know is magical, insanely magical. You look like you're having the time of your life over there, Cognition.
Perhaps is as enthusiastic about this as I am. Mistral hasn't said anything.
Yeah, Mitchell's eyes are just closed, and he's like really, really enjoying the like a scalp massage and like conditioner being lathered into his hair and skin. And he's like eyes closed, like head leaned back, sort of just like mouth a little bit open, enjoying life. And just like his hand comes up from under the water and gives Flair a thumbs up.
Would you
It's
care
nice.
for some Flair? Or Douglas, or Sophia? I don't know. You probably have a particular treatment.
Oh, I
You're welcome
wouldn't.
to
I
this
wouldn't
one.
want to impose. It seems like you're very preoccupied with.
Oh, you.
This
Mistral
show.
does need to wind down and relax. I think you have it taken care of.
Suit yourself.
There's quite a lot of hair to deal with, but the effects of this concoction are yet to be seen. My hair is quite unique. But please don't let me hog the cognition if anyone else wants a turn.
Flair like. Oh,
What about a cog?
Guys, Mitchell's not this funny. He can't be saying things.
No, you're right.
Something about Cog's hog. Anyways.
Oh my god. It's
Hey,
under a
Doug
towel.
said it, not me.
It's under a towel right now. That's all you need to
Mhm.
know.
Flair.
Yeah, what the heck? Cheating?
Because he is suppressed and repressed.
Yeah. But we all want to be impressed, you know?
Yeah.
Flair just makes a groan. Cognition.
Yes.
Why the bath towel still?
Oh God. It is. I am just not out of a clinical setting. Quite comfortable. 100%. You know.
You would think
you're
that
uncomfortable with nudity.
being a medical student, you'd be quite comfortable with the body, especially seeing as former medical student. You would have had to scrub in and scrub out quite often. That would involve changing in front of your peers. I don't know why you're being shy.
I wasn't comfortable there either, Dr. Worm. He kind of shrinks a little bit, like...
We have a strictly business relationship, Cog. There is no issue here.
A strictly business relationship in which one is asking me to disrobe completely.
I don't
It's a little bit
care.
odd.
I'm simply saying.
We don't have a strictly business relationship, Cognition, and I'm asking you to strip.
He gives a dirty look to Flair, and he just keeps...
Waste at Cognition.
He keeps scrubbing Miss Troll's hair.
I suppose I should say that when we are on the road, we often do not have the luxury of a nice little towel.
Well, I do
it's
now.
something to get over.
Oh, I
To be
should
blunt.
mention that,
At your own
pace. That is, well, at least while you're traveling with me, you actually will have access to that luxury. And he sort of rifles in his bag, and pulls out a bangle.
Yeah, you see?
A tiger? Hell yeah.
BANGLE.
Join the bath.
And he tosses it on a nearby pillar, and a large door appears, and he just sort of like waves his hand, and the door appears, and you can see in that pillar there is a private bathing room. And then he summons the bangle back from the door. Extra dimensional pockets, courtesy of my good friend They Listen. Or Q, rather. He sort
so
of...
many magical items. It's
Well,
I never cease to be amazed.
Oh, you should see the inside of Q's card. It's... I think you might faint, Mistral.
I should hope not.
Well, that's one of the safest places to faint.
True.
Oh. Do people faint often?
I mean, if you're just impressed by the magical items that I have, then...
Well, I am growing more accustomed to them, but all of them are quite amazing. Are you saying that your friend's card is full of magical items that I would be quite impressed by?
His card is a magic item in and of itself, or...
Oh, wow.
I'd like to say it's a magical wonder by this point.
I see. Or rather, I would like to see. Sounds fascinating. Mistral looks at Sophia, like, almost surprised, like, oh, you said something to me.
Oh.
Mistral wasn't expecting
Doug
that.
looks surprised, like, oh, you guys weren't talking? Oops.
Mistral's been, like, content to give Sophia space, and then he's like, oh, you spoke to me, and he, like, makes eye contact with her.
Oh. What is happening?
Oh, will he be here before we leave?
Probably.
Well, then I will see
Oh,
his
these
card.
upper level adventurers have some manner of transportation. I would not doubt that. Sorry,
Oh, he's
teleportation.
not an adventurer. I don't think he ever was.
Adventurous, yes. Adventurer, perhaps not.
Hmm.
Well, I'm excited to meet him. And perhaps faint in his carriage. We'll see.
Florian voice. You know what else is legendary?
What's that?
What is it, Florian?
What's that?
What is
These
the
nuts!
Oh, what kind of nuts have you got there?
Oh my god.
Is anyone
Pistachio?
allergic?
Florian, get out of the bathhouse. What are you doing here?
Sorry, I thought all were welcome.
Florian would die in a bathhouse, actually.
Yeah, if Florian in here, are you kidding? Surrounded by all these naked people?
You're right. You're actually right.
Gabe. Need to make it happen, the beach episode.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's true.
Can you imagine fucking Shanty in like the sunglasses, like Hawaiian shirt unbuttoned and Speedos
Oh my god, yes.
and nothing
He would.
else? That's
He
totally his vibe for beach day.
He would.
Flair would be
Anyways.
too powerful in the presence of Florian.
He would. Florian would be the kid at the pool wearing an emo shirt that he never takes off
Mhm.
and like cargo shorts.
I'm imagining.
Oh.
For some reason, I'm imagining a loon in a very broad, wide, like sun hat,
Very good. And a Speedo and nothing else.
and a speedo and nothing else, and like a shawl.
True.
I think a loon would have a wide sun hat, a shawl, and a speedo and nothing else.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Sure.
I don't know if that's not the case, then, but
Or maybe he wouldn't wear anything. That's also his vibe.
Yeah, actually, I do think he prefers being naked and wears clothes for y'all's benefit. So
Hell yeah!
Anyway,
He doesn't
sorry.
wear pants. Anyways.
I now have an idea of Shanty, a loon, and Squidward wearing magic speedos.
My god.
God.
How does an octopus Speedo work?
So we're gonna find out together.
Oh,
Hate vaginas.
suddenly I don't
Just
want.
imagine.
I don't want it to be Tuesday. I don't want it to be Tuesday all of a sudden. But I think Flair just looks at the tense development. Despite having 9 intelligence, yes, 9, he has improved.
Oh wow.
He has noticed the tense situation between Mistral and Celestine, not because he knows something went down, but because he
Mistral and
knows people.
Celestine?
Mistral and his last name.
Mistral and Sophia.
Oh.
Fuck you. Mistral and Sophia.
Mm-hmm. Does he say anything about it? Does he do anything?
I think he looks. He catches Mistral eye and like nods encouragingly, like keep it going, keep it going.
Mm.
Check while the iron is hot.
You love hot irons.
Yes, I love hot irons. What?
Sophia also probably loves hot irons.
Yeah, she does.
So much in common.
Wow.
Should I go?
Where would you go?
I'm just pruning in here.
Oh, are you done? You good?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, let me. I'm going to dip my head cognition. Is that all right with the conditioner?
Yes. Yes, just run your fingers through it and it'll come out.
And I just submerge myself under the water, and I sit
Okay.
there.
Flair gets up and goes and returns with some fruit milk.
Michelle's still under the water when he comes back.
Cognition's just kind of watching in interest. Like,
Does Cognition think I'm drowning myself, or has he gotten over the suicidal thing?
I think he knows it's like next to impossible to drown yourself the way that Mistral is doing this.
There's nothing tied to my legs or anything.
No. So he's just watching.
Cool. He's like running hands down his, like, the strands of hair and like scrubbing his scalp and like washing everything out. But then like after a while, he's just sort of sitting there contently, almost as if he's forgotten that he needs to come up again. He's like very at peace, very peaceful.
Interesting. Does he usually do that? Is this normal? I see. Oh! His science wheels start turning. Yes, that's actually quite important. Ow!
Cognition?
Yes.
Here's your blueberry and ginseng for you.
Oh, thank you so much. He knows my favorites. He just sits on the side of the pool again, and he hesitates. Actually, no. What he does is he makes like he's gonna sit up on the side of the bath, but then he sees the towel and he's not sure what to do with it, so he stays back down in the bath and he
very smart.
He drinks his milk. Yeah.
Good hands, Sophia. You seem more like a coffee milk kind of gal. Douglas, here's a strawberry. Didn't know what you wanted. Figured you would ask.
That will suffice, thank you.
I'm just imagining Flair handing Doug a single strawberry.
A children's strawberry milk.
And then Mistral comes up from the water.
Puts the little straw in it and sips.
Refreshed?
Yes. The light dances so beautifully down there.
How strong are your knees, Mistral? Just asking.
My knees? I would think comparatively quite strong. I use them quite often.
Good to know, good to know.
Why do you ask?
Cognition shoots a look at Flair like, do not!
Flair feigns a look of innocence. I got you a milk. I didn't know what flavor you wanted, but I told them to mix a couple berry flavors together. Call it wild berry.
Wild out. I'll have some.
He hands you the milk.
Thank you.
He's grinning, mostly to get under Cog's skin.
Yeah, he's under it.
Do I notice this interaction? Do I notice this tension, this interpersonal situation?
Flair doesn't hide it.
I look at Cog, and I look at Flair, and then I look at Cog, and I lean over towards Cognition and whisper in his ear, Cognition, why did Flair ask if my knees were strong? Seems to bother you.
He was taking a drink of his milk, and he spits it out. Because he was not expecting that question.
Flair just starts laughing.
Cognition, the bathwater, be mindful.
I'm so sorry.
How are we supposed to sell this to our Twitch viewers?
Cognition does that thing where he bares his teeth and he's like half hissing, half whispering at Flair, like, if you're correct, I swear to God.
I only grow more confused, and I sip my wild berry.
For the best.
Right, well, I suppose there's something nefarious about having strong knees, but I won't question it.
Oh no.
Well, I'm happy to make someone laugh at least.
Once you hit a third of your life, your knees become quite a problem, so it is good to keep them in shape.
Yes. Do you have problems with your knees, Douglas?
No, my knees are perfectly fine. No.
Oh, good. Does that entertain Flair?
Flair's getting up. He's
there
walking
something-
away.
I'm getting the sense that there's something erogenous about knees. Does Flair have a knee fetish?
Cognition turns to Mistral and says, I need you to tell me you're playing dumb.
You need me
need?
to tell.
Please, this is more mischief.
You guys are right. You just hear that before he leaves the bathhouse.
Mitchell just looks at you, Cog, and just smiles.
Cognition, I think it's on a need-to-know basis.
Mm.
Sorry. You really
It's-
got me.
It's very good.
Thank you. I have my moments.
I didn't know you had a sense of humor, but you really do.
So they were playing dumb.
It's just very dry. I'm a
It's
fan.
extremely dry. Many
Yes.
people do not understand, and I also do not employ it particularly often.
Well, you should. I like it.
Folks in spirit contemplatively. Perhaps I should have a sense of humor.
Mhm.
Mistral, I need to tell. I need some sort
You
of
need
tell.
to tell.
No,
So I'm thinking of kneading dough for bread, but I can't think of a way to incorporate that into it.
I require a tell. If you actually don't know, or if you're just trying to cause me distress.
Cognition, do you also have a knee fetish? Is that what's happening?
No. I'm. It was lovely bathing with you. He gets up out of the bath.
Yes, it was lovely. Thank you for massaging my scalp.
Think nothing of it.
Oh.
Flair! He says to you.
Look to Doug. Doug,
Sure.
Mm.
Oh.
Doug raises an eyebrow, small nod. Well, I must be going. I'm extremely busy. I had quite a good idea, which would take far too long to explain. So I will leave you
of
fellas
course.
to it.
Well, and if you are to develop a sense of humor, you can't do so without being dry.
Oh my god.
He like winces a little bit at Doug. Was that good? I don't know.
Well, I feel if I say I'd be quite the wet blanket, so
Oh
my God.
Yes.
You know.
Wonderful.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
I hate this.
only the best. Anyway, Studleys.
I kind of love it if an aspect of Douglas and Mitchell's relationship is that they make the worst fucking dad jokes ever.
It's really good. I hope so.
Doug has a lot of like divorced dad energy, so
Yeah, he does.
He's very good at it, which is to say, I'm good at puns, and it
Yeah.
can carry over.
I love it. Yeah, Mistral and Sophia are alone in the bath. Mistral like kind of props his elbows up on the side of the bath and sort of sinks down a little bit. Hair floating just a little bit now, but it just kind of has a new sheen to it.
Nice.
He's looking back at her. Avoiding me. I know. And you didn't want to find out? suppose that's true. You don't regret stopping me, but you regret how you stopped me. Is that... I see. What other way would there have been? Why didn't you? I'll say we didn't have much time. I think if you had tried to speak to me, I would have had very little words to say. And I will say, if you wanted to stop me from going, I believe you chose the only way you could have done that. You chose well in accomplishing your task. Truly a powerful display of your magic. I was powerless. But you were scared.
These mushrooms make you feel better. They increase focus and energy while keeping you
That's
calm and
okay.
stress-free.
Fear can be a powerful tool, but also a great enemy. Makes us into people we don't want to be. Makes us do things we don't want to do. Or I suppose in your case, in ways we don't want to do it. I don't fault you for being afraid. I was afraid. But I've spent a lot of my life in fear. I'm familiar with it, and I know it intimately. Yeah. So much so I do not know how to find the words to describe my relationship with the feeling. But I have seen such horrible things, Sophia. Things that have happened and things that have not. Things that may still yet happen, although less so now. And my experience with the fear is that you cannot let it rule you. Rather, you must let it move through you. I don't think you let it rule you, though. Not in that moment. It didn't. Perhaps I'm being presumptuous. It did not seem to me like you would leap into battle on your own. Fear or no fear. I thought you would come to protect me. And I suppose I got the protect part correct.
Dominate the Rift with Opera GX. Install any of
Yes. I hope you'll forgive my saying this, but I do believe that to be quite a selfish thing. But it's hard for me to blame you for that. I too am guilty of being selfish. Extremely selfish. Look at how much I have indulged just today. Look how far I've strayed from my path. So far it seems that when I try to realign myself, the people around me think I'm suicidal and move to stop me. But it's only because they care for me. I wasn't meant to have connections like this. I'm just meant to be carried aloft by the breeze. Follow the winds. Let the current of fate guide me. But now it feels like I am guided by something else. And that scares me. And I'm still learning how to let that fear move through me instead of rule me. But Sophia, when we lost Rusa, I am not meant to feel that way. I am not made to feel that way. I am not supposed to be so tethered to people.
Wix. One platform.
I can't be.
Unlimited creation.
Mistral makes no move to stop her from embracing him, but I don't think that she receives like a hug back quite yet. What are you doing? I understand why you would think that. And I'd like to think that I'm not separated from the world. But all my life I have been taught that the wind goes where no one else can. And I am of the wind. I should not be tethered to the ground. I cannot take you where I am meant to go, what I am meant to do, what I am for. Sophia, my life has never been my own. So how could I possibly give it to someone else? Well, I didn't try. It was never my intention to die. Although that is what everyone keeps saying. My intention was to gather more information, understand what was happening better, save at least one person from a terrible fate. So if I am to gain injury from that endeavor, then so be it. But the reason I have the strength and courage to do that is because I know that I am meant for something more. The winds are meant to carry me aloft to my destination. My fate is set along the currents. And so if I am to dive into danger, I know that is not where my end will be. But if I am so tethered down that I can't be carried, I don't know what will happen then, and I don't know how to go on like that. If I'm not for anything, so I will. These past few days I have been doing much meditating, thinking on all of this, and it's been difficult. But I have a job to do. But I know I cannot do it if I cannot help save a world that is already destroyed. And so I must believe that my path involves you all, for now. But And he wraps his arms around you now. Rests his chin on your shoulder. I tied myself so closely to Rusa. And when she was cut away from me, I only felt heavier, not lighter. If I tie myself to you all, what will happen when I lose you?
Dominate the Rift with Opera GX. Install any official LoL esports mod from
I never thought of myself as a guide. It's interesting. Thank you. I would like that. I cannot help but feel it is an indulgence, but I would like that. Sophia. Please never paralyze me again. Please. Okay. Are you okay? This felt so strange. You ignoring me, avoiding me. I didn't like it. Glad to hear it. Mitchell blinks like 3 times. You what? But he's... Oh. Oh no, Sophia. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. That's just... Oh, dear.
I'm trying to be a role model for all of the kids and keep it full throttle for society's grids. So what happens if I call it?
Oh, of course. You certainly weren't going to go to Doug for that. Yes. I've been lonely too. If you still need anything, I'm your friend. Regardless of any harm you do me, I am your friend. It's alright if I hug you again. Okay. He gives you a really big squeeze and like wraps his, like presses his cheek to your cheek. Oh, okay, your secret's safe with me. Yeah, it's very clear though, Sophia. You know, he's like, he looks at. I understand. It's just. I won't. I'm sorry. I won't poke fun. Okay. Gods, I hope not. He was very kind. He really is a kind individual, Cognition. You know, I never thought of him that way, but now that you mention it, he has been blushing a lot, and he is cute.
My God.
Food for thought.
Dominate the rift with Opera GX.
All right.
Install any official LOL.
I believe I'm beginning to prune.
GX store to unlock bonus content and features. Browse the collection and choose a mod.
Exciting.
Scene.
And scene.
And scene.
Flare and Cog were flirting this whole time.
Amazing.
Amazing. Actually, Cog flirted back a little bit. He just invited Flare for a drink in his room.
Oh.
Uh-oh. What are we gonna do on the bed?
Spill wine.
Are you taking the lead, or?
Where are we going?
Pound Town. Where else?
I was proud of it. If anything's gonna happen in their room, he'll probably just blush a lot, but
Hee.
he did take a stab. Good bath.
Good bath, guys.
Good bath, everybody.
Solid
Except
bath.
for people got clean.
Yeah. Doug got really clean.
Yeah.
They got really clean too.
And Mistral now has God rays coming out of his hair due to the
Fuck
condition.
yeah, dude. After Sophia hugged him, for sure. Put a little bit of holy light in those clouds. That's God rays, baby. Play Pokemon
Riley,
Infinite Fusion, but mix Mistral and Sophia.
Riley, the timing is not ideal because it's 11:30. So do you still want to do that, Mistral Doug?
Oh
scene?
fuck! The timing is not ideal. I just yapped so fucking much about my purpose and my fate. Shit. Oh wait, we're not gonna have enough time, are we?
I mean, I can stay up a little bit later, but that's on you.
I don't
so.
think I
Yeah.
can. I'm so fucking
Okay.
tired.
Yeah, that's fine.
God, I'm fucking. I
Just
feel
get
bad.
into
'cause
RP,
I
it's
keep
cool.
Missing shit.
It's okay.
It's alright.
But oh yes, I would like to reschedule RPs.
When you free this week, Riley?
Let's figure that out. And I'm definitely not gonna have. My shower is still fucked, guys. It's so bad.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Sorry you gotta be stinky.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just I have to. I get so tired and worked up because I have to like mega plunge the drain every time there's a shower, and it just takes so much effort, and I'm exhausted.
Is there a gym nearby? Some people go to the gym for a shower.
I totally thought you were gonna be like, well, if you don't want to work out on the plunger, you can work out at the gym.
What? Okay, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Work that plunger, boy.
Work that plunger,
Oh
boy.
my god.
It looks like I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I could do Friday.
Friday. Boom.
Want to do it at like 8?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bingo bongo. It's in my Google Calendar where all of my. This is my personals. If it's in my Google Calendar, it's real. It exists.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
I could do either of those days. I would prefer Friday or Saturday.
We can double up. We can have a little Riley RP party if we want.
Yeah.
An R party, if you will.
An R party?
I don't. Oh, it's gonna be an R party.
R. Shanty's involved.
It's true. It's true.
A little bit of R&R.
No,
Get a loon in there to try and wingman it and it goes bad. No.
I'll simply ask if you want to, if Michelle wants to just he can confront both siblings about what he's seen.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely still wants to talk to Kane, because I didn't mention it in talking to Sophia as well. But a whole other thing about Mistral is like, yeah, if I die though, I'm not dead. I'm just gonna come back later. It's fine, whatever.
These mushrooms make you feel.
Because Mistral's people reincarnate; they don't die forever.
Okay.
He's a very old soul.
He would definitely have a different relationship with death and injury then.
Mm-hmm. Which is, I think, another aspect of why he's a lot less risk averse, because he's like, oh, I'm gonna get to where I'm going. The winds of fate will guide me there, and if I die on the way, winds of fate are still guiding me there. It's just a little longer now, and I won't be the same person. So it's like ego death, but it's still me, I guess.
It's a rendition of myself.
Yeah.
Oops, I put that in Pruna. Okay, hold on, let me move that. Where's delete message? There it is. Yeah, I'm sorry Doug's the least, warm character on the planet.
You're fine. I think it's interesting.
I love Doug.
Mm-hmm. He's very get the thing done, and I think he had more warmth and capacity to care probably before the fucked up things happened to him. So
I wonder why that is.
We just don't know.
We'll never know. I will endeavor to find out, though.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Oh, okay.
He's been here the whole time.
Oh, damn.
You opened a closet door and you're at the Quentin's bar.
Yep.
Tavern bar.
I don't mind if you and Say want to stay up a bit and talk to the boy. I don't actually have things I really need to do. But I just wanted you to realize that you guys are on the clock earlier.
Yeah, fair enough. I probably shouldn't stay up. I need to get up for work.
Work?
Yeah, I gotta go smush rocks together.
That's so cool,
I know how
though.
that is.
Gotta go play in the dirt. Okay, my title now is so much cooler than it was before, because it was lab tech before, but now it is Geolab prep tech.
Nice.
Sounds
So
fancy.
you're actually doing soil, not coal?
Yeah, we're doing soil. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Some of it is coal.
Do they have you
But
doing
all-
like limits and like grain sizes and stuff?
I'm not sure what you mean by limits, but we do grind things down to various sizes for the lab.
Oh, so that's like sample preparation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Prep
Okay.
check, right?
An if you want to flex, an Aberr limit tests the plasticity of a clay, so that's like how sticky it is and like how
Ooh.
moldable it is.
That's pretty cool.
And a grain size determines the size distribution of particulates by percentage.
By percentage? Oh, that's fancy. We just do it like,
Yeah.
it fits through the number 5 sieve or the number 6 sieve,
That's a grain size.
Okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
a grain size. Well, there's like several different ones, and a lot of like sample preparation. It does involve the sieves, especially if you're proportioning things out. The grain size is technically, I think, if you're weighing it out and you're getting the proportions and you're putting it into a report. So,
Okay.
I like Civ 6.
I have asked my manager what they analyze for in the labs, and he honestly can't tell me a lot.
It was like confidential.
What I do is I get bags full of rocks, and then I cook them and I grind them down, and then I put them in we call it the shatter box, but it wiggles them. It wiggles them a lot. The wiggle box.
you're doing like gradations. Isn't it big like ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk?
It's got it's a bowl and it's got a couple of pucks inside of it that wiggles around and it just smashes everything into powder.
Okay, I'm thinking of something else.
I do hear that though. I do hear one of my coworkers doing that one though. And then we put it in the bottles and send it to the lab, and that's basically what we do. It's mostly the physical stuff that we're doing on my end. But we analyze we do coal, we do clay, we do iron, we do limestone, like all sorts of stuff.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh.
Limestone.
Okay.